So in today's project, I'm going to show you exactly our sanding techniques and methods to get a perfect finish for all our tables. Let's go! Hey, what's up everyone? My name is Greg and welcome back to the channel. In today's project, I'm going to show you exactly how we sand all our epoxy projects and how we get a perfect finish for all our tables. We've got an absolutely beautiful river in front of us, which I'm going to do some demonstrations. Now, before we start, you need to understand that there's two different types of epoxy finishes. The first finish is a high gloss see-through finish, which is basically like a glass that you can see through, which I will not be demonstrating today. That video I will be doing separately when we are going to do a table that requires that specification. Now for this project, I am going to show you the second finish, which is a semi-see-through finish, which is smoky, and solid color epoxy also requires the same techniques I'm going to show you today on this beautiful table. Now you need to understand that we are using two different sanders when it comes to sanding our epoxy tables. Now we like to start with the FESTOOL ROTEX machine. If you didn't know, the ROTEX machine has got two different settings. It's got the ROTEX setting, which is a very aggressive sanding setting, and then you get your normal orbital sander setting. Now, if you manually flatten your slab, or if you have your own CNC machine, or like in our case, we like using a supplier that's flattening all our slabs for us. If you get your slab back into your shop, so the CNC machine or the router sled obviously made a lot of lines on your table while it was flattening the table. Now, when you get your table back into your shop, we like to start with the FESTOOL ROTEX machine on the ROTEX setting with an 80 grit sandpaper and applying a medium to hard pressure to our machine. So once we are done with our 80 grit sandpaper, then we move to our finishing sander. Now believe me, this is the most critical part in getting the perfect finish for your tables. Believe me, I have went through a lot of tables where I struggled to get the perfect finish. You need to invest in a finishing sander. Now we like using the FESTOOL ETS5. It's a very stable sanding machine. It's got a very stable shaft, and overall this will definitely be a big start for you in getting the perfect finish for all your tables. Now we are done sanding with the 80 grit, then we are moving to 120 grit sandpaper. So when you're starting sanding with 120 grit, you need to apply medium amount of pressure to your machine. And a massive tip I want to give you in helping you to remove swirl marks is when you start sanding, do not put your machine on your epoxy and start your sander. Because when you're going to start to sand, the machine obviously is starting and there's not really any balance in your hand when you start sanding. Even when you are done sanding, don't stop on the epoxy. This is the way we like using it. We will start on the wood section of our epoxy table, then we will move our machine to the epoxy section. When we are done, we will move it back to the wood section. That's very critical in getting the perfect finish. Now, also a big tip I want to share with you. If you're going to start to sand your table, don't sand the wood and the epoxy together. Start with the epoxy sections. I'm going to show you exactly how you do that, but start with the epoxy sections. When that step is done, then you do the wood section of your table. Now, it's going to look something like this. You're going to start on the wood, and then you're going to move to the epoxy section. Once you're done, you're going to bring it back to the wood, and then you're going to stop your machine. So that's the method you need to use all the time when you start sanding from 120 grit. Now, when you move to 220 grit sandpaper, you can apply medium to soft amount of pressure. When you are moving to 320 grit, you can apply soft amount of pressure. And from 400 grit onwards, you need to apply no pressure at all on your sanding machine. That is very critical. It's going to look something like this. I'm literally only going to hold my hand there to keep the machine stable. There's literally no pressure on the machine at all. So that's very critical in sanding your epoxy tables. And the underside of your table, we normally finish to about 320 grit, and the top side of your table, we normally finish about between 400 and 800 grit. It depends on the table and the requirements of the client. So when you start sanding your epoxy, we like sanding in sections. So we would, for instance, take a section, not a whole section. We will take this section, and it's basically going to look something like this. We're going to go in vertical lines, and then we're going in horizontal lines, and then we are finishing in a circular motion. I did make a video a few weeks ago on sanding tips. You might want to go and check that out. I am going to leave a link somewhere here where you can go and check out. You will definitely pick up some tips from there, but it's going to look something like this. Going vertical. Once your vertical is done, obviously not this fast, then you're going horizontal. And then when you are done, you're going in a circular motion. And then, so that's basically the direction you need to sand in. And another big tip I want to share with you, and a definite must to get the perfect finish. And this is where you need to have a lot of patience. And this is why we take so long with these tables, is when you start sanding, I would say from 220 grit. Oh, you think this is going to be funny, but this is the way to get the perfect finish. So, say for instance, we're going to start to sand here with a 220 grit. We're going to sand for roughly about 15 to 20 seconds. Then we are going to stop. Say for instance, I sanded this for about 20 seconds. I'm stopping now. Then you need to clean this with your air hose. Then you need to wipe it with a cloth. Very critical. You need to air hose the bottom side of your sander also. The small little particles the epoxy make is clogging up underneath your sander, and that's causing swirl marks. So you need to clean every 15 to 20 seconds. You need to clean your machine, and that's going to help you to give you the perfect finish for all your epoxy projects. So hopefully I covered all. No, wait. There's one more thing I want to show you, and this is a trade secret, and you will not believe me. Let me just look for that thing. I've got it here. So, a massive trade secret. When you are done sanding your last grit, say for instance 400 or 600 or 800 grit, finish with a scorch pad. Yes, this is the magic trick to get the perfect finish. First of all, it's got a little bit of cushion, and I would say it's roughly about the same as a 700 or 800 grit sandpaper. Because it's so cushiony, it's not going to give you that swirl mark. So yes, this is our trade secret, and this is going to help you to remove swirl marks from your table. And that's basically how we sand all our tables. If you have any questions, please leave me a comment down below. Ask me anything you need. We are not perfect. We are also learning as we go. But we've got some really exciting news I want to share with you. The last 365 days, I have literally documented every single step we take in building our tables. Putting everything on paper, going into intense detail of how we build our tables. This document is finished, and our website will be going live within the next 2 weeks, where I will be putting this document up for you to download, where I will be sharing all my knowledge and all our experience. It's like the 6th car that passed here the last 5 minutes. Oh my gosh. Anyway, where was I? Yes, website. Okay, cool. We are busy with the website, and we will most probably go live within the next 2 weeks, where I will be putting up the document for you to download. There will obviously be a small fee I mean, it's literally all our experience and our knowledge going into intense detail. It's not a 2-pager or a summary. I think we are standing on 17 pages now where we are going into detail, and well, we'll be sharing all my knowledge, and you can literally, in the flick of a switch, have every single thing I know about building these tables. That literally took us years and years of research and building, fails, replacing tables, going through all that stuff for you to download. So yes, that's exciting, and I'm going to stop this video now. So thank you for watching. Make sure before you go, you like this video, subscribe, and I'll see you next week for the next project. Thanks guys, cheers.